Please be seated. Good morning. We just heard our gospel today that there was this man who came to Jesus and asked him to tell his brother to give his share of his possession. As Jesus saw the heart of him, it was full of avarice. It was full of greed. And Jesus said to him in reply, my friend, who appointed me as your judge and arbitrator. Then Jesus said to the crowd and was telling them a parable that there was this man who had a good harvest, and he was telling to himself, I have this vast and good harvest. What shall I do with this? And he said to himself, I will tear down my old barn, for it's not enough to contain all the harvest that I have. And he indeed tear it down and said to himself, said to himself, how lucky I am. I have all the good things that I have for many years. Then I will eat now, drink, be merry, for this wealth of mine is more than enough to sustain me for many years to come. But in the parable, God said, Father, that you fool, who would say that you will live any longer, I will take your life this very night. And that what would happen to a person who would not consider God to his riches, who is so consumed with his own greed and with his own desire for worldly things. The point here is, it's not bad to store wealth. It's not bad to have a good harvest. It's not bad to plan for your future. It's not even bad to expand your storehouse or your territory. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you are consumed with greed, with so much material things, that you cannot see God's salvation, that you cannot see the love of God, that you cannot see, and you are being blinded with your greed, and you cannot see that you must also love others and share what you have to others, that God has given you much and more than enough so that you can share what you have to other people. And you are covered with these material things and forgetting about your relationship to God and forsaking your relationship to others, then God would say, you fool, you do not know the number of your days. As I remember, one of the psalmists says, Lord, help me to number all my days aright, that I may gain a heart of wisdom. That if you only know or knew how many days more for you to live, then you would see to it that you would live wisely. But this man in the parable is different. He was consumed with his greed and with all the attachment of material things in this world, to the point of forgetting the things that is more important, his salvation, his relationship with God, and his relationship with fellow men. My friend, if you are watching this live stream, and if you're one of the people now watching this video, I encourage you and I urge you that in spite of all your dreams and all your achievements in life, or maybe your yearning and your ambition and your dreams in life, do not forget to put God first, to consider your relationship with Jesus Christ and your relationship with fellow men. Because at the end of the day, that is what matters in life. It is not the worldly treasure. It is not the worldly wealth. It is not the things that we acquire and gain in this world. But what matters most at the end of the day is our relationship with God the Father through Jesus Christ, and our relationship with our fellow men. That is the most important thing. That is the true treasure that we should store up, because we do not know the hour. The death for everyone is certain, but the hour of our death is something that is not certain to everyone. That is why we have to consider our relationship with God, because God is our true security. Please stand.